I'm listening to the drums right now, and there's only one emotion. It's just joy, and it's like you said. This is a special time. This is the drums. We've been
Mm-hmm.
waiting for this since March, and like I was about to say earlier before we started, and I stopped myself because I was like, I got to cook on this whenever we start the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, the drums. I mean, I know everyone loves it. Whenever they start playing, everyone. I haven't heard a single reaction that was disappointed in the drums.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, these drums, like right now, we're excited as One Piece fans who already knew
Yeah.
about the drums. But
Yeah.
next week, those drums are going to be the sound of all the people across the internet,
Mm-hmm.
across the world, everyone coming
Yeah.
together for Gear Fifth. This was the precursor to it. The drums. We know we already knew, but we just got confirmation this is going to be insane. And just, I mean, I've had the drums on repeat. I'm literally playing the drums right now because it's
Yeah.
just that good. Whenever I get in the car, I play the drums. That's just the fact. It's just there's no other way around it. It's just there's no other. That's just it. It's the drums,
Yeah,
right?
you,
So
you just eat, sleep, drums, repeat. It's just drums. Just get it playing, get it going. Like get more
yeah,
pump up music. I'm taking that to the gym tonight. It's gonna be amazing.
yeah,
Like, oh my god.
yeah. I was talking to Ronnie Williams about
Mm.
getting a ringtone, like an alarm.
Yeah.
So like in the morning, whenever you wake up, it's just the drums, and you just dance immediately. You couldn't stay asleep. You wouldn't be able to stay in bed if the
No.
drums were playing.
Yeah, no way. It's amazing how something on paper as simple as like, oh, like the drums can seem like such a kind of little thing, but there's honestly so many layers to this that they did that really made it sound really special. Like
Mhm.
for me, what really got to me was just like how booming it was. Like what the first couple of hits, I was like, oh, this sounds like shit's about to go down. This is serious. Like the few couple drums, like, oh my god, it's building.
And
And yeah.
and I completely agree. And like to build on that, because like what makes what you said even better is
Mm.
like the sound of the drums that they played was very clearly like a tribal kind of drum sound, if that makes sense, right? Like
Yeah.
it's the kind of drums I would expect to be played maybe in Skypiea or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we heard of the sun god, where
Yeah.
we saw Luffy and the Nika pose, where they celebrated around the campfire and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that is exactly the kind of place and setting that I would expect these kind of drums to be played. And I mean, obviously, like those things connect all the sun god, the Nika stuff tied to
Yeah.
to Skypiea. So for me, I think they couldn't have done better. Literally, they couldn't. There's nothing I would change. I get chills over my whole body, like my hair stands up. Like the first time I heard it, I loved it. So, and also shout out to my guy TJ for that membership, by the way. Sorry
Yeah.
to steal your thunder, but
No, that's
I
all
love
right.
TJ.
That's all right. I want to make sure we can stop and say thanks to everybody. There's tends to be lots of times where we're chatting and we're letting everyone cook, and I seeing all these support and chat, and I really am supportive, and good thing for stopping me for that, to really get on top of that. And also, guys, if in case you didn't notice, I've actually now updated the live stream display to actually see everybody's. Look, the gifted membership now is a big highlight now in there in the chat. I can see all your emojis in there, all your badges for your memberships, everything's in there. So I want to make sure I can go and show some support and love for you guys during the stream.
And I'm stealing that, by the way, everybody. Just telling
Yeah.
you can expect to see that on the next stream. I don't know why. Well, then I leave out Twitch and stuff, right? Like you don't have it combined. It's just the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
But we're YouTube guys, right?
that's
Like,
right.
we're on YouTube. I mean, we're on the other ones too, but we're on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Something as well about the drums. It was like yeah, the first couple of booming sounds were like, oh my god, yeah, like the tribal, it's gonna go down, craziness. And then it started really like playing up to be really fun with all the different sounds coming in. The joy, it started becoming like, first it was like, this is serious, shit's going down, oh my god. And then it started becoming more and more fun, like, oh my god, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling good, I want to move. And then like Zunisha saying you're really getting really excited, saying Joy Boy's returned. And then even that really, really subtle to be continued that had the really funny little heartbeat sound at the end was a really, really nice touch.
I am so happy you brought that up. So I don't know if everyone else caught this, but in the to be continued thing, it goes like boing 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 boing, like at the very end.
Yeah.
I am wondering if that sound is gonna be more prevalent, like when he's actually in Gear Fifth. Like if that's gonna be like I don't know if it's like a type of attack he does, or maybe after he gets attacked, it'll make that noise because he's like rebounding. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what it is, but whenever I heard that, I was like, okay, if they put that in the to be continued screen,
Yeah.
that's got to matter. Because listen, the drums are amazing. I'm not taking away from the drums. I've already spoken my piece about the drums, but I will say the way the drums sound, I have a really hard time thinking the heartbeat is making all those noises. You know, like, and
Yeah.
there's obviously a little bit of suspension of disbelief here, but I'm wondering if that boing 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 is actually the heart noise, and
That's
the
what I'm thinking.
drums are
Yeah.
just like a cinematic feel around it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, also just quickly shout out again, Terrible TJ again, putting out another gifted memberships.
That's my
Really
guy.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's so good. There's a reason why he's up there on the bounty poster, highlighting his
Facts.
community, contributions. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think that's definitely the heartbeat, of course, because I mean, like, I imagine the panel right afterwards is my heart sounds funny, and that's what I imagine like he hears is that sound, but like the
That
sound,
boing boing boing.
yeah, but also like the drums, like, I mean, you hear a lot about like what Haki can do. And I'm wondering maybe if that's just like something to do with that, like actually the sound. But then again, Zunisha seems to be the one that heard it. And then Momonosuke wasn't really like, what's that sound? Like, what is that? And everyone's like, what? I think it was Zunisha, if I'm wrong, that just recognized it himself. Yeah.
What I'm almost wondering is if like the drums we're hearing, like the music, that's like Zunisha having like a little mini flashback to like the
Yeah.
last time Joy Boy was there. Because
Yeah.
not that Joy Boy makes those noises with their heart, but it's like Joy Boy, like like I said with the Skypea thing, like his Joy Boy, like he brings happiness. Like whenever Joy Boy is there, you're probably partying, having fun with music like that, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the idea. Is like that's his whole thing. And people have brought this up for years now that Joy Boy is probably going to tie to like the legend of Jaya Baya or like similar stories. Like a few different cultures have like it's like the same story, but they call it different things, I think. But it's like a story of like an actual Joy Boy type person that is similar to this, and it's just like whenever I hear these tribal drums and like and Zunisha like thinking back, I'm imagining like Zunisha's almost thinking of themselves like, oh, I remember like this one party Joy Boy and I had, and like that's why they're hearing the drums because it's like Joy Boy was there but like the actual heartbeat is boing or maybe even just the loud thump that we heard originally, or like it's just one of the drums. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.